the first duty that we owe coalition and Afghan security forces to the population in the local area is that we protect them from people coming back to intimidate them. The second thing we must do is turn the essential services on. Now, the coalition in Afghanistan has been through this many, many times, and the forces, both British and US, have been through this many, many times in Iraq. Now, it is possible that this particular post-combat phase fails in the Major area or doesn't achieve an optimal result. It doesn't mean the whole campaign fails. It just means that you've got to keep trying and keep trying and keep trying in counterinsurgency.
Clear as many compounds as possible and push up.
As the Taliban move out, as the Taliban fighters move out, if we kill them so that they can't fight us again, that might be one thing, but as they move out, we gain access to the population of the area. Now, if we did nothing in the intervening period of time, when the Taliban may regroup in the mountains and come back, or if we abuse the people, then the whole thing would be pointless. But having driven the Taliban out, having access to the population now, it's up to us assisting the Afghan National Police not to abuse the people as much as they normally do, not to be as corrupt as they normally are. It's up to us to ensure that the Karzai government acts responsibly in its representatives that it sends down into the Major area, and that's where the victory will be. And one of the greatest risks that I think that we face, particularly Australians in Aruzgan, is that if the fighting, maybe not created by this phase of the campaign, but as they move further up the Helmand Valley, that if the fighting spills over into other areas, Kandahar, into Kabul itself, then it's a fair tactic from the Taliban to take pressure off the Helmand Valley by creating problems elsewhere. And I think that's something that every province has got to face. But things could be a lot worse in Pakistan. No one expects perfection, but I think we're on the right track. And by the middle of this year, I think that we will have the number of forces in Afghanistan that will give the Americans flexibility to keep doing what they're doing. And an extra 30,000 Americans, there's probably 10,000 perhaps of that surge, maybe a little less, in Afghanistan at this stage. When they get the full 30,000 by the middle of this year, the momentum, and this is just the start, I think will increase.